What is the fire that fuels your spirit? I'm Dr. Zaino with 5 Minute Fuel. We're just in 5 minutes a day. We're going to fuel your mind, your body, and your future. In continuing our mini-series, Finding Your Hero, in the 5 Minute Fuel segments and videos, today we'll be talking about what is the fire, what creates the fire that fuels your spirit, right? So when you see someone, it's like, wow, they're so driven. It's like they outwork everybody. They're so excited. They have all this energy, right? You start to see these things like, where do they get it from? And you think it's about working harder. It's not about working harder. It's finding the love in what you do. I'll say that again, it's finding the love. When you can actually find the love and touch the love of what you do and that thing that you're doing, love becomes the fire that fuels your spirit. It's the only thing that'll do it. I mean, it has nothing to do with willpower. It has nothing to do with discipline. When you see someone who really loves what they do, and usually the signs, you really don't know it's the love, you see the after effects of it. You're like, wow, they outworked everybody. They have more intensity than everybody. It's like they go levels deeper in their material, or they care more. Like all these things, it's just they take it to a new level, and we want to think, oh, maybe they were born like that, or maybe it was genetic, or maybe they had really good training, or maybe it's how they say it. No. It's that person has a love for it. They were able to attach a love for it. And I'll explain my definition of what I think love is. They attached a love for it, and that love becomes the fire that fuels the spirit. And then all the things that we have to do that we may not feel like doing, we invite it in because it's that end result that is so worth it to us. So what do I mean by love? The best way I could describe love, because I really don't think any of us truly ever experience true love in our life. I think many of us watching this experience conditional love, right? Conditional love meaning that if I did good here, I got love here. We're human beings, right? There was always some type of conditional love. And then depending on if you had abusive parents or abusive relationships, like our idea of love gets skewed. So when someone says love is the fuel that, or, the fire that fuels your spirit, it's like, what the hell does that mean? So let me define it for you. My definition of love is this: unconditional appreciation for that thing, or that person, or that circumstance. I mean, right? So just think, appreciation, unconditional appreciation. See, when I think of it that way, love is not about being positive. See, you could not be in a very positive situation, but you could still appreciate something right there. You could say, hey, listen, things might be great, but at least I could appreciate ... So it's something where whatever that your trade is or your purpose is, or maybe at work and you're like, I just feel heavy and hard, because if you could appreciate something about it, at least could get you going until you find that purpose. But once you really find that thing that you love to do, means that you unconditionally appreciate it. The act of doing it is the reward. That's another thing. The act of doing it becomes the reward. So when you do that thing and you get the finances, all the other stuff that comes with it, it's like, oh, that's so bonus, because actually having the moment to do it and the action of doing it is rewarding you at the same time. And so that's why you touch it. It's like unconditional. I appreciate this. And when you appreciate something, you're beyond a state of gratitude. See, I believe gratitude, you're still comparing. Well, I'm grateful because I could be like so-and-so. Wow, that sucks. You're judging and comparing. Appreciation means that, like, I'm present, I'm appreciating, I'm touching everything with unconditional appreciation. And because of that, in the moment when you're appreciating, there's no depression, there's no worry, there is anxiety, there's no anxiety or fear. It's like you're appreciating that. And when you could, whatever your occupation or what you're doing, and you could find some level of unconditional appreciation in it, that's where that becomes the fuel that feeds your spirit. That's the time where, because if I'm doing something and the act of me doing it, the act of you doing it is your reward, guess what you're going to do? You're going to outwork everybody, but you won't even realize it, right? You're going to have more energy. You're not going to need as much food or as much sleep. Your brain's going to be turned on. You can have even better ideas. That's the key to it. Well, hey, Dr. Z, well, I just don't love what I do. How do I find something I love to do? Well, number one, try different things until you're like, wow, I love and I appreciate this. This is great. And if you're in a position where you can't just hop out, just say, okay, what in my profession or what in my job that I go to can I appreciate? Because if you're in a job right now that you're not excited about, let me explain this to you. Remember the day you got that job and you were happier than anything? You're like, oh my God, I got this job. I'm so excited. Remember that day? What happened to that day? So can we admit that there was a time where you were very excited and you were happy and you were enthused and you had appreciation and unconditional appreciation towards it? So what happened? You started focusing on the things you didn't like about the job, and then you focused on that, and then you made your job what you just focused on. So if we could start going back, and even if it's not the best position, maybe let's say you're in a job, it's just a stepping stone job, the only way you're going to get to that higher job and find that career, that passion, that purpose that you love is by finding unconditional appreciation where you're at right now. So hopefully you enjoyed that, guys. Remember, love is the fuel that feeds that spirit every single time, and that will be the determining factor. And when a hero sees that, their love becomes that fuel, the fire that feeds their spirit. And so please comment below. Please tag your friends and family members. They'll really like this one. Make sure you go to IamHero.com and check out the I Am Hero Project. That's our amazing course that really is life-changing. There is absolutely no other digital course out there that has the cinematic, aesthetic appeal and original content. It is I call it the evolution of what personal development always thought and wished it could be, except there's no dogma. There's no right, there's no wrong, there's no good, there's no evil, there's no judgment. It is a place where you could go in and you could be proud of who you are and allow yourself to be the hero you're created to be. And also continue this conversation on social media. Go to Instagram, go to Facebook. I answer all my messages. You can see at Dr. Zaino. Please engage there, and we put out content every single day, lives, you name it. So have an amazing day, and I'll see you soon with 5 Minute Fuel.